It must be the hardest job in the world to be a parent, a grieving parent, when you have children who are also bereaved. Like, it's massive, absolutely massive. And what we've observed is that how children grieve, a lot of that is informed by how the adults and caregivers around them grieve. And so if the adults and caregivers don't want to cry in front of their children, if they don't want to talk about their loved one who's died in front of their children, kids pick that up. They take a leaf out of that book, and at some level they think, well, how we grieve is not to talk about our loved one who's died. How we grieve is not to cry in front of each other. How we grieve is, not to mention that person. And what a phrase I love is what walks in parents runs in children. And so if there's a parent who will only cry in the shower or only cry in the car, outside of the vision of children, that can actually long-term be maladaptive for children's grief. So in an ideal world, parents would grieve in front of their children to a safe degree. So safety is one of the biggest principles at a friend's place that we abide by. That's our true north, safety. So it's psychological safety, physical safety. And the line for me is that if a parent is so emotional or so distressed that a child feels that they need to take care of their parent, that's the line. And so if a child can see a parent grieving and know that crying is a valid way to express feelings, or even not crying if that's a parent's way of being, but talking about their loved one who has died, that demonstrates to children healthy grief. It demonstrates to children that we keep a connection with the person who's died. It demonstrates that big feelings are okay. We can be safe and have big feelings at the same time. And a lot of the parents that we support at a friend's place feel like they need to soldier on in front of their kids, and by that they mean not share how they're feeling, don't want to upset the kids, not cry in front of them, don't want to upset the kids. And realising that if they do grieve in front of their children, it actually won't make them upset. Children are upset already when mum dies, so grieving in front of them doesn't make them upset. It actually gives them permission to do what they need to do, which is to grieve. And if a child can look at caregiving adults and their parent demonstrate that, grief isn't this thing that will destroy me. Grief is also, I can be safe and grieve at the same time. I can grieve, and in time, I can hold happiness at the same time as well. And it's learning to hold both of those seemingly paradoxical feelings and ways of being at the same time.